Billy Beige here, and I wanted to go over some awesome toy news that just got dropped today. Um, it's been over a year since they announced it and put out some teaser photos, but the JoyToy Imperial Knight's House Karen Knight Paladin is up for pre-order now on their website and Big Bad Toy Store. And just scrolling through their page real quick, it looks amazing. I mean, that $699 US does make it look less amazing to me, but I mean, just going off everything but the price, it's big as hell. It's like 21 inches and about an eighth tall or so. It comes with another like 4-inch figure. It's it's pretty impressive. It looks like it can move fairly well. I mean, it has to be limited some because like by default, if you put it in some poses, it could tip over, stuff like that. But it's up on Bay by Toy Store. You gotta enjoy that fun, non-refundable down payment on there. But that's an option there. Obviously, they'll get theirs later than uh, Joy Toy Direct will, and both are saying that they're going to be estimated to arrive June 2025. I don't believe that for a second. Not for a minute do I think this thing's going to be here in June. Um, it has where it says it's a limited pre-order, so they might have where these are already or at least in production already. There's a possibility because again, these were announced at like Wonderfest last year because there's last year they were showing it Wonderfest in Beijing, and they showed this in the Mechanicus version. And just looking at the scale and the size there in these pictures from last year, it's freaking amazing. It's again $699, but still it looks badass. It looks fantastic. And back to that $699. So $699, 21 and an eighth of an inch high for a model. For the model of this thing, it's 180 bucks unpainted, disassembled like that. I don't know how much people charge to let's say you want to get this painted and you can't do it yourself. Uh, that's a lot of detail. I don't know how much someone would charge for that. I could say probably equal to the cost, maybe a little less, but still that's like maybe a little more. And then it's the size. Obviously models and action figures are different, but like man, I'm not quite justifying the price still yet. But I do love the size of this figure. There's a lot going on there. One thing I did notice in these pictures that it doesn't look like it's included is a clear support stand, which if it does not come with one at all, it might be a good idea to get some like acrylic stuff and just make your own, just in case, because like this thing's immense, but it's $699. I would definitely make sure in my display if I picked him up, he would be well supported and just set up not to take a shelf dive. Now, again, back to size 21 and an eighth inches tall. The next thing up would be like the Gray Knight. The Gray Knight had where he was with the Gray Knight itself, 400 bucks when he first came out. He's about 17, 18 inches tall, going from like those pneumatic pistons and stuff going on up there. 400 bucks. So this is $300 more for the Knight. I mean, the Imperial Paladin Knight, all jumbled together. It's great. I I hate to say it, after seeing this and then seeing the price, because like it's been a while since I've looked at it, these things are still in stock in places and everything. After seeing the price on this compared to that and the size and everything, I'm leaning towards picking up a Dread Knight now. One, it wasn't limited. Two, I kind of like the look of it more, just for one thing, because this year there's a lot. I'm going off this year as in 2025. We're saying this year. We're rolling ahead. We're skipping December. In 2025, there's a lot of big figures coming out. One of the big figures that I'm looking forward to is Mythic Legions Baethir. This is their dragon 10-year anniversary. They're finally doing a dragon. It's 22 inches high, 31 inches wide. I'm definitely getting this thing. But I still love JoyToy, and like I still love buying stuff because I'm an adult and I love wasting my money. Apparently, not wasting, but I love spending my money. Not waste. It's not a waste. It's not a waste. But it's massive. It's huge. It's very impressive. There's gonna be add-on stuff for it. One of the things that's I'm excited about is how it's gonna scale with stuff. So I took some time and I had where I compared the size of things and made like a little graph here because the Mythic Legion's Goblin right here, a Krieg soldier has where it comes up to about his shoulder. So I went and did a size comparison there. And I made the size comparison. So you got like this picture, and then you have the Paladin, well, the Knight Paladin beside it, and then you have the Dread Knight beside that, and then you have a Redemptor. And it's depending on like how you like to display stuff, how you like to do your I don't want to say play exactly, but like just how you like messing with your action figures and things like that in your collection. Baethir may not be exactly in everything for Warhammer 40k, and then Warhammer 40k may not exactly fit into Mythic Legions exactly, but I think on your shelf, these would look impressive and awesome together for whatever kind of like sci-fi fantasy mashup you want to do. Because like I think right now in my head, a Dread Knight, because it comes with the sword, fighting Baethir the dragon would be intense looking, and I can't wait to possibly do that, depending on budgets and stuff like that. Because like I'm thinking I want to pick up that Dread Knight because man, oh, it'd be so cool. And then they'll have Baethir go up next year for their crowdfunding. I can't remember if they said sometime in February or March for that. And now that Store Horsemen and Four Horsemen do a pay in four option, they don't do PayPal, but they have like a pay in four Shopify option there. It's getting easier to do these large things and just spread out that payment. And I think Baethir is going to be that one that I do where I just like, hey, I'm getting this big ass this big ass dragon. I'm getting this big ass knight robot mech suit. I'm still excited for the paladin, but I might just get the dread knight. But what do y'all think? How are how are y'all going to budget for like these big figures if you're interested in them? How are you going to display them? Because like I'm just like I need to get a case or I need to get like a dedicated shelf because dang, this stuff is big, but dang, it looks awesome. And I feel like this is that same kind of FOMO that I would have if I because like I missed out for various reasons, choices, budgets, being poor, um, on a bunch of HasLabs that had come through when it seems like when they still did those. I think HasLabs might be a thing of the past in the future a little bit. Next year might not be happening, but missed out on those. And I feel like if I missed out on these, I would be even more regretful. But that's just my feelings. But tell me what you think down below in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned. I'm going to be talking more about toys and stuff like that, trying to catch up on reviews and things I haven't opened because I want to get as much of it as done as possible before the new year so I can do like a pretty accurate top 10 of things that I bought. But this has been Billy Beige. I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.